Anyway, that's basically it. I'm basically a war child when it comes down to it. What kind of love do you got? What kind of peace what does your peace even stand on? For the dead. Poor thing. I hate leaving bodies out like this, god damn it. Some respect for the dead. All I can do is put a dang... Damn it. The sunlight's gonna hit the poor thing next. I can only imagine. This is gonna devastate her. Cheapers. Just to show you how freaking full this SOB is, since I only take a couple sips while I'm on a walk like that. That sucker's all the way to the top still. Just like the one I left for court. Fucking fool thought I was drunk and fucking chasing some lady when there is no lady. I got freaking video confirmation from the car wash there was no goddamn lady. You were lied to, and my stalkers were empowered by what you fucked up on, Toledo Police Department. You know it. I have enough real-world reasons to calm my nerves and take the edge off. And this is all I basically need, even with... Look, the blood thinner's been working to help with the blood-brain barrier and its repairs and regeneration as well. Although I've been a little bit weak on some nutrients, that's about it. So, but that's the cool thing. I know it's backwards, but that barley helps improve nutrient absorption. So it's literally, the history of beer is almost a complicated one. It's almost as bad as weed's background story, marijuana on that. And when they first introduced the hops, they called it a wicked weed. The church, the papists did. So, in fact, it wasn't the only brew for liquid bread. It was, of course, barley. And there's old tonics that are meant that the Vikings used to drink even before war. The Vikings and even like, going into barbarian mode effectively, I still love EverQuest standards on half of that stuff because it's like a mirror reflection of all of our alternative histories and all of our lore and legends all at the same time. That thing was a masterpiece. I'm glad they decided to keep it alive. Yeah, luckily the shades moved back onto where I'm going to be pulling out these. Actually, I'm going to transplant them because I guess they're actually good for eating, but I'm going to. I don't know. I would actually see if I had rooting compound, or if I can get a smaller one going into a smaller pot effectively and clone it, or get some root hormone, like I said. There goes one of the living cats. Fortunately, that one got caught right underneath that death box. They probably went to move it out. The poor thing tried to run. Yeah, you're a goof. We already got one down. We don't need another one down, kid. Your mother's gonna be devastated. I already know the feeling. That sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, that sucks. I didn't really find anything for the doorway that I need either. Oh, I know one place I can go borrow a board that'll at least cover half the door. Although it's like, what, I could go to a dang hardware store and get some hinges even, you know, and a latch. But that's all first of the month stuff. That's first of the month investments. That's like if I were to get a microphone like I was talking about, a super sensitive one, just for the audio sample side of like, can you hear that shit in the traffic noise? That is horrible. Because nowadays, we have software that edits out background noise. And sometimes my vocal pattern will come off as background noise. Did you know that? Yeah, even in my own fucking video. That's a kind of cool thing I wish I could show you right off the bat here like that. My cess screw ridge is going on, triple little freaking lines going like that. Bring that back up. That sucks. I was just watching these cats playing with the squirrels earlier yesterday. This sucks. Meanwhile, my babies are basically set to emergency box mode for now. And Luna's being out Luna as usual. She almost got herself pancaked last night at the backboard of a bed up against it, padded. It's padded, but it wouldn't matter. It would have sandwiched her just like that poor thing over here. It's like she did it on purpose too. She went, grabbed it, and tried to pull it, not just scratch on it like a scratching post. She literally knew how to open that door. She knows how to open her fucking crate too. Add that up. She's just a little bit of an escape artist. No wonder Mayfawn was the escape artist. Oh. And I still, the way things are, I still might have to do a symbolic funeral for our missing in actions. Mayfawn, Momo. God, that breaks my heart. I tell you what, there's people on this earth that would have put a bullet in her head for what she just did. Donison. I'm not a violent type, but damn it, I understand violence is a language. That's why I chose war and truth. I'll make war with your love, I'll make war with your peace, and see what foundation it stands on. Of truth. That's what makes true love and true peace so valuable. The foundation they stand upon. Now, there's some old sayings in this world that say, if you want peace, plan for war. Because every peaceful nation, even if they stay neutral, becomes somewhat of a fire moth to the flame. I had a buddy that once said, well, we just build a bigger fire. And I'm like, you get a bigger moth, was my answer. Principle application against his way. By default. Means his way has no ground to stand upon. That's like the New Yorker shooter there got neutralized. Positive, negative. Neutralized. Super collider style. Oh yeah, did you know that? That was the old Reality Check Live, was all about all this technology and development that is public knowledge, but is not common knowledge. It's public knowledge, but it's not common. Excuse me while I have a moment of silence. And the mind's up. How you doing? Yeah, poor thing got hit by the death box. I was making a video here. I'm a YouTuber. So I keep it anonymous though. I'm pretty good at camera work. So. Poor thing. I hate that. I don't want to leave a body out like that, boss. Boss man, I don't want to leave a body out like that. I got my own babies, and I know how to. That's gonna devastate her, the poor thing. Half the reason I decided to grab a beer on that and slam half of it, because poor thing. At least I'll turn around and make it useful and get this landscape.